Alright, guys, welcome back to another recap. I missed one yesterday, I know. I'll explain why. I just did not feel like doing a recap yesterday, but it's not because I'm hiding anything, because I am showing you guys the results from yesterday today. I think end of July, I was telling myself and I was telling the stream that August I kind of wanted to step it up a little bit. I think market is picking back up, and I wanted to scale up higher. I've been making $500 to $1,000 all year long, and without scaling. And so I was like, you know what? I think it's time to step on the gas a little bit and increase my share size. And so Tuesday, yesterday, I thought I did that, but looking back, I watched myself trade yesterday. I watched the setups that I took. I watched every trade that I took yesterday, and I think I just got too excited. I think I got too excited. I mean, I came yesterday and I tried scaling in, or not scaling in. I tried going too big on setups that were not there, on setups that I was just anticipating without any probabilities of playing out. I was just, hey, high of day coming right up. I'm gonna buy in and buy in heavy, and I think that was my mistake yesterday. I paid the price for it. So I am gonna try to keep scaling up. Right now. I'm in confidence mode. Gain my confidence back real quick, a couple of days, and then I'll try to rescale higher. Today I traded good, and then yesterday actually. So I took a big loss, and I was down $3,500 on the day. I was 35 down $3,500 on the day. It probably will be my biggest loss of the year. Hold on, my chair is bothering me. It is would be my biggest red trade of the year by far. But I walked away yesterday. I took that $35 loss, $3,500 loss. I closed the stream. I closed my Thinkerson platform, and I walked away for about an hour and a half. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not done with this. I need to get my confidence back. I'm gonna come back and trade, and I'm gonna come back and trade with small share size and control my emotions. I did that yesterday, and I took that loss from 3,500 down to 2,800, which is still probably the biggest loss I've had all year long. I wasn't that mad about the loss as much as me realizing what I was doing. I was just going all in without the setups there, and I was able to catch myself. And when I came back and traded the setups with smaller share size, I was able to take off $600, $700. That's a full day sometimes, right? Even today, $900 profit. So definitely on recovery mode still, on gaining my confidence. So I did that yesterday on that afternoon. I'll show you some of the trades on yesterday. So rebuilding my confidence. Monday was a good day, 1,000. I lost 2,800 on Tuesday, and then almost 900 today. So I'm down about $900 on the week. Um, but you know what? I learned my lesson. I'm gonna try to scale up, but I'm gonna do it smart. I'm gonna do it the way I know how to do it. Taking the right setups and all that stuff. So on today's recap, sorry about that little bit of ramble. I know I missed yesterday, but I was explaining why. So obviously, even though I made $600, $700, I did not want to do anything about the stocks yesterday. So no recap, but I'm gonna go over those trades today. And then today's profit. Today, I think I traded pretty good. I got burned on one stock only. I took one loss only, and I think that stock was my fault because I was a winning trade. I just got out too early. I got out too early, and I think it's one that I played it very small too. So I was smart about playing in KSPN. Yep, up here. Anyways, let me go over the trades. So here it is, total $900 profit today. And let's look at these trades. Oh, yeah, another thing. Frick. Crazy day today. I'm trading and I stopped streaming, right? Usually about lunch hour I start streaming. I trade first hour, 2 hours. And I've noticed that every move that's been happening recently, it's about 12, 1, 2 p.m., right? Almost close to power hour. And so I came back to my computer and I started seeing QNRX. I started seeing all of these other stocks. KSPN came back for a new high. I think a couple other ones were running, and my internet was gone. My internet was completely gone, and I could not fix it. I tried resetting it. I tried doing a hard reset. I called AT&T, and I was on the phone for like an hour. I had to wait 15 minutes for them to finally answer, and then I was actually on phone call for like 47 minutes, so it was about an hour total. They were like, "Nope, we can't do anything. I think your modem broke. We're just gonna have to replace it and send you another one." I was like, "Okay, when is it gonna be there? It be here like tomorrow, maybe Friday." He was like, "No, like this weekend." I was like, "I can't trade Thursday and Friday and not have internet until the weekend." and there was no other option. There was like, I cannot fix it. We've already troubleshoot everything, and it's not working. So we're just gonna have to replace it, and then you can send that one back. I was like, you know what? Fine. Um, I'm just gonna go get my own modem, right? So you can get your own modem and just connect it to your cable, to your however you have it, and use a different modem. You don't have to use the same one all the time. And so I looked it up, and I guess there's two types of modems. I am rambling on today's recap, but oh well. There's two types of modems: a DSL, which is kind of like a cable connection, and then the coax, which is kind of like that wire, copper-looking thing that TVs usually have. And apparently that's the new technology, and the old one is old technology. And guess which one I had? The old technology one. Even though this is a brand new modem that I just bought from AT&T this year when I moved into this house. And I guess they use the old technology, and there's no way to have a like connection that transform one to the other one. And so I went to Best Buy, I went to Staples, I went to Target, I went to Walmart. I literally went to every possible store to find a stupid modem with this connection, and none of them had it. And so I was like, "You're kidding me!" Like now, I'm not trading the rest of the week. I'm not streaming. I'm not trading. I can't do anything. I can't play video games all day long either. I was upset, right? And so I come home and I boot up my computer just to look up other stuff. I was like, maybe I can work on something else, and my internet's back. Like after an hour of being on the phone, after going to 4 or 5 different stores, after breaking my head over this, I come home and this stupid thing is just working out of nowhere. I ended up looking it up later online, and I guess the neighborhood just had an outage, or like the city where I live had an outage because it was posted, and I guess it's back. So I'm good, and I should be up ready tomorrow. So yeah, a long day yesterday, long day today. I just need to catch a break, but you know what? I'm fighting every day. I'm fighting to get this profit today. Really nice bounce back. Even though I had a big loss yesterday, I came back today, kept my cool, traded nice, and $900, $900 that I didn't have, $900 that I lost yesterday that I now have back. So this is the mentality of a day trader. This is the mentality of being a successful day trader, to hang in there and just keep at it. Just keep at it. Anyways, enough talking. I don't think I've ever talked for this much in these recaps. That's a 7 minute talking, rambling on. So let's get right to the recap. I'll talk about yesterday's losses, which was the big one was KRKR and Reb. So KRKR from yesterday. This is my stupid play, and this is what spiraled everything. This is what I jumped in the morning, and I rushed it. There was no reason for me to jump in on the trade, and I paid the price for it, and then I immediately got down like over $1,000 on this trade, and therefore it spiraled into the remaining of the day trying to play catch up with big share size, thinking I'm scaled up. So I jumped in on this pullback here. I actually added 5,000 shares on this red candle, trying to get a new high of the day of 240 and squeeze up to 250. Pulled down a little bit. I actually added another 5,000, so you could see my position. I had 10,000 shares. 10,000 shares on a setup that's not there, right? I don't know what I was thinking. Um, Pulls down. I ended up getting fully out of that, and I lost $1,000 on that play, just on that trade there. I stopped out somewhere down here at 214, exactly right there. I did scale out a little bit out of the up top, so that kind of helped me because I jumped in 10,000 waiting for that squeeze, and since it didn't happen, I was like, you know what, I'm descaling back. So I descaled 5,000 at a loss somewhere around here, but then still took the next 5,000 shares for a loss way down here. So $1,000 loss, kind of small paper cuts here. You can see I instantly dropped my share size, and then Reb was a bigger loss yesterday as well. Reb, I believe, was a break for high of day. It's not going to show my orders. I got to redo this. There we go. Reb, somewhere in here as well. I mean, trying to anticipate the 990 break for the break of $10. And you could see, I mean, I'm buying 5,000 shares, 10,000 shares for a break that is just not there. A break that's just, I mean, I could have played it smarter, right? I could have played it smarter. Hello?
Hello, this is the callback requested from AT&T. When is on the line, press 1 to speak to a representative. If you need time to get on the line, press 2. To reschedule this callback for a later time, press 3. To cancel this callback, press 9. Your callback has been canceled. Thank you for calling.
And yeah, I was on the phone until I realized it fixed it. Anyways, so I lost some money on here. Bought at 88, sold at 85, lost a little bit. Bought at 87, sold at 66, lost a little bit more. 5,000 shares. This trade right here, I don't know exactly how much both of these were, but combined with Reb was another $1,000 loss. $1,000 loss in the stock. So this is what burned me right there. I got caught up in that flush, and then traded it up to this point. And I think one of these trades I was doing good on it, and then again got caught up in this flush. I stopped out early-ish, 10:08, so somewhere in here. So I didn't get caught up in the whole flush. But yeah. Anyways, today's recap. This is yesterday. This is history. Today's a new day. Today I made it happen. So today I played smaller share size just to gain confidence, and it still had $900 winner. Number one was PSTX was my biggest win. PSTX, I nailed some of these breakouts. So for a high of day here of 459. I was able to get right below at 439 and got the breakthrough 450 all the way up to 493. But on this one I had 2,500 shares and I left 1,000 to run. And I wish Thinkorswim for being such a great platform. I wish they had better hotkeys. I wish they had a hotkey that you can instantly just put in a stop loss at break even, because some of these plays move too fast and sometimes I panic and get out of it, and sometimes it takes me a while to find out on my active trader like this, because the price is up here, right? But sometimes I bought in 20, 30 cents below and I'm over here trying to put a stop real quick, and I don't want it to flush on me, so I end up closing it. And on this one, I had 1,000 shares, and I was like, I want to keep these 1,000 shares, right? I want to keep them and see if I get a next move to go higher. It didn't work. It didn't work. I stopped out fully out of this trade at 460. I think was my last 1,000 shares. 463 maybe 463 53 ish, and still ran another almost a dollar a share. With 1,000 shares, that would have been $1,000, right? Even if I caught half of that, an extra 500 bucks, couldn't get it. And then this entry, I mean, we nailed it as a team. I say we nailed it because as a team we nailed it. We called this pullback here on PSTX on my stream with a couple of people watching, and we were able to nail this entry here back up to 50, almost 40 cents a share just on this quick play here, because we bought in at 466. Somebody was in at 466, 68, 63, and somewhere around there. But from 460s up to $5, that's 30, 40 cents a trade. That's a good trade right there. I then left this one alone. We were interested in this area after this break of downtrend here, which if you would accumulate it a little bit or every dip, you would have had also another 30, 40 cent winner respecting that same level. So that same level we got back over respecting it, but I never jumped in on it on there. So that was my biggest trade. Those two trades right there got me almost $430 profit. My next trade was TUP. TUP, I went in a little bit bigger than I wanted to. I didn't realize how volatile this stock was, but it had a perfect 1 minute flag. I was like, you know what? I just have to do it. So 1 minute flag right here, right down to that left pivot there, left, I guess, shoulder-ish looking thing. Scaled in after this big candle, scaled in on that pullback there, anticipating the break of highs. We got it, but came back down, so I ended up stopping out. But only 1,000 shares, but this stock was moving pretty fast, right? I mean, if I just go like this, it goes from 11 to 11.50 to $12. I mean, this move here was a full dollar, and I only caught a fourth of it up here with 1,000 shares, respectively, getting that 290. So $300 profit on that one. Next trade is going to be, let me see, HCSC. This stock was crazy today. Big halt on the way up, and kept going and going and going. So this one, I took that scalp resumption off of that trade after halt resumption right here. This stock opened right below 3.9, which was the high, the previous high on the 4-hour chart. It was 3.9. It opened at 3.89, a penny off. But then it pulls down, and then it bounced off that low of that candle like once or twice. Like it pulled down, bounce, pulled down, bounce, and I was like, you know what? That's people buying. And so the next time it tried to bounce, I was like, I'm buying in here. Small share size. I got in on it. At that point, I was already pulling back up, so it filled me pretty high at 377. But I took those trades from 377, 500 shares all the way to 401, 25 cents a share. Got a good trade on that, and then I jumped in very small share size up here, 100 shares on the break of this downtrend, and curling up to a new high. Which on this trade I got in good at 482, and then I was looking for that break of 5, and somehow when I tried selling, it pulled down on me, and I sold at 483. So that was pretty much a scratch trade, and I let all of this go with that 100 shares. So nothing big on that one. This was a $100 winner. The next trade I took is going to be SOFI. SOFI was the slowest grinder I've ever seen in my life. It was breaking out by a 1 penny, by 2 pennies, and at that point I was like, you know what? I'm not trading this stock. This stock wants to run. It'll run without me. If it wants to grind all day and just keep doing that, then I'll do that. But kind of getting in some flags, some pivots. So here, averaged it at 779, got a good trade there. All rode it all the way back up. Here, trying for high day, and through this area, I think it's 788, 786. The ask was just stacked on the level two. It was just stacked. There was orders there, restacking orders, and we were just not getting a breakout. And when we did get a breakout, it would be a 1 cent breakout. Like here, you can see all these candles are at 480, 480. I guess it's 89, and then we break to 490, and it double tops there. Kind of same thing here, and then all through this area at $8. We were at $8, 7.99, and then finally break all those sellers at 7.99 and moves up to 8, and then finally break all those sellers at 8 from 4-minute consolidations, and then it goes to 8.6, like 6 pennies a share, and then it does it again from 8.6 to 8.7, and then does it again all through this move. And I was like, you know what? I'm not trading this stock. If I'm risking a lot just for a 3-5 cent scalp with a stock that can just flush on me like this, with all of these sellers in here, I'm not risking that. So I left it alone. And then KSPN, my loss today. KSPN. Now I did the right thing on this stock to I had a rule today. I had a rule coming in the market today, coming off of yesterday's biggest red day of the year. I told myself two things. For one, I'm not gonna go play big size today. I'm not going to come and make back $3,000. Right? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna get my confidence back. Rule number one. Rule number two. Rule number two. I'm not going to buy bigger share size on a breakout than I'm gonna be buying a bigger share size on a dip entry. So what do I mean? If I'm buying a dip, I want to be bigger in that trade as opposed to buying the breakout. I want to be smaller in that trade. And you can see all these positions today: 1,500 shares, 2,500 shares. I don't think I took a single 5,000 share position. I only traded 26,000 shares today. That's not a lot. That's a little bit. I'm very picky about my trades. I don't come in here and buy everything. But I was very proud because I only took 500 shares. 500 shares on these plays, and unfortunately it didn't work for me. Unfortunately, the trade was there. This is the one that I was right, but I got filled bad. I don't remember exactly what happened, because you can see I was buying the break of 552. So I had this candle. Now I remember it's popped up to 550 or 549, and then this candle popped up to 550, and it kind of hovered there for a little bit. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put my order up here, but with a stop order, to see if I get through that move and get filled. It gets filled through that move, pulls back down. I stop out at 540, so I lost 12 cents a share, and then ripped 50 cents higher, 60 cents higher. I was like, are you kidding me? It's fine. And then a little bit of a flag here, a little bit of a pivot flag here again, breaking out of that, trying to buy that first 1 minute candle pullback for a new high of day, and look at that, even dropped it more, right? And I lost on this trade again. This trade here, I don't think I lost. I don't remember how much I lost, but I bought it at 611 and sold it at 576. Lost another 20 cents a share there on 300 shares though. On 300 shares, I didn't lose much. And then this is my last trade of the day here, where I was able to get some back. I think I made back like 40 bucks or something like that. This thing was consolidating all day long. It was just going sideways, and then finally curled up, ripped up. And here I was kind of just looking at this pivot here. It's the only wick that stands out to me, right? That 579, 580 level. We go up to it because I also saw it because we closed right at it. So we go up to it. we ripped through it and then kind of tucks itself back in there. And I was like, you know what? If it holds this level here, I'll jump in it for the new high of day. And it did. Scaled in at $6 and then got that move up to 6.15. Once again, look at this. I dropped my share size. I drop in my share size every time. I don't care if I don't make $3,000 back, but I'm getting confidence. I'm getting green trades under me to feel better, right? Loss, 500, 300. Okay, 200, 100. Get it some back. Get some back. I think I made back 40, $50 on some of these trades here, which took my loss from like 170, 180, maybe it was 160 down to 125, and I'm okay with that. Um, I was already up 800 on the day, and so that was a good trade for me. But this right here, this little knife down right there, was this trade right here. Pretty sure, because that's the only red trade that I had today that was like, okay, $100 loss, almost $200 loss. I was like, okay, be careful, drop it down. You have a good green day, call it a day. Anyways, that was a long recap, guys. If you make it to the end, appreciate it. Any questions you guys always have, I'm always here to help you guys. I'm always here to grow a community bigger. A lot of people are watching me trade live on YouTube and Tradecaster, and it's been awesome. We've been able to nail some entries together as a team and all profited. Today, I think we all killed it. I think only one person was red in there that I know of, and everybody else was up 800, 1,500, almost $2,000, and it's been great. It's been great learning off of people and trading live. So if you want to do that, it's on YouTube. Just hit that notification bell and on tradecaster.com as well. If it asks for the payment, just cancel out of it. You don't even have to put your credit card to watch me live. It's completely free, and you're going to learn a lot from there from me and from the traders in chat. They're literally posting, hey, if this stock gets to this price, I'll buy in it, and then here's my stop, here's my take profit, literally every single day. But that being said, guys, I'm gonna call it a day on this. I'm not calling it a day. Sorry, I'm not streaming. Jesus, I'm gonna call it for this recap, and I will see you guys tomorrow on the live streams or on tomorrow's recap. Hopefully, it's a little bit earlier than today because, yeah, definitely was quite an experience today, going to 4 or 5 different stores and all that. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow.